The chairman of Kampala District Land Board, Yusuf Nsibambi, told journalists that a list of 15 properties have been drawn by KCCA with instructions to regularize them for allocation to private developers, a move the board has rejected.
But when KCCA came in as the administrators of the city, they thought they are going to control the board. On numerous occasions, we have a list which we have given out of 15 properties, which they insisted we should re-enter and allocate to different people. And we said no. One of the properties is that property near Uganda Railways. Another is the property behind Steers, in the corner where there's a transformer. We have also properties in Kololo and in Tinda, where we have letters duly signed by the executive director that we should allocate this, which we thought that was a breach of the constitution.
Nsibambi also directed the Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago and the Central Division Mayor to organize the vendors in Owino Market to allow them develop the market as opposed to giving it out to KCCA.
She's also saying consistently that she's not a district, she's an authority. So she cannot also manage the market. We are going to give this market to the vendors. They may not call it a market, they may call it a mall or whichever, as long as they sell items there. And we are meeting them this week with a view of identifying a group acceptable to the local leadership.
Meanwhile, there was a standoff at the Old Park and Copper Complex taxi parks as commuter drivers turned away KCCA revenue collectors who had camped at the parks to collect the monthly charges. Each taxi is supposed to pay a monthly tax of 120,000 shillings, but for the last 2 months, the dues have not been collected. The drivers contest the fees charged by KCCA. They want court to first pronounce itself on the matter.
Filed a case against that money. After the court have received our case, they accepted us. They accepted our case. So on 17th of May, Madam Musisi received this court hearing. The court hearing is going to be on 21st June. So let Musisi be granted by the court, so that if the court rules out in the favor of the KCCA, we shall pay that tax. If the KCCA rules in our favor, we are not going to pay that money. And she has to pay back the money she has forced us to pay. The reaction of today, it was because these KCCA guys have come and broke our gates. That's why we've come just to chase away from here. But for us, we want to pay, but we want to pay in order.
Mustafa Mayambala, one of the leaders of the taxi drivers, has been arrested and sent to Lizra prison under unclear charges.